Hello everyone, welcome back. So I wanted to give a general update on the market and share some of my thought. Bitcoin, it was very strong, but it was easy to spot this movement both from the OBV and also from the buying pressure that there will be a move of significant purchases, and as I've going short without confirmation was really a stupid move. You did well if you followed my advice. This is one of the main rules indeed when trading. Never go against the macro trend. Okay, because as you know, the trend is always your friend. It's not an option at the moment. If we have significant invalidations at important levels, then yes, I would position myself short. But at the moment, I don't do it. It makes no sense, as I have told you. I have told you many times. In the end, flipping this level on the daily, especially at the 47K, huge volume spike was noticed, and I noticed it from here. Look. So I wanted to talk to you a bit about this indicator. So this indicator is called OBV, okay? You can find it on indicators volume. Balance volume. Okay, this here is a very important indicator because that shows you exactly the incoming and outgoing volumes on an asset, but real volumes. I recommend it, but let's talk a bit about this indicator, okay? I recommend it to you, especially on coins that have volume, for example, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Also XRP, INJ, I mean for the small cap coins that have low volumes, using it on low volumes doesn't make sense because it will give you false signals. For example, CVVX. Its fill flow always gives you really false feedback, so use it especially on Bitcoin and Ethereum. You should also mainly use it on high time frames. Using it on the short time frames makes little sense because it will give you false signals. For example, using it on 4 hours time frame will give you a false signal. I advise you to use it only on daily. For instance, here on the daily, it had given an important breakout here, so I had seen that look here in correspondence of this break, okay, where I indicated it to you here. If we had had a deviation, then I would have positioned myself short. The deviation absolutely did not happen, so if you positioned yourself long, you did great. Great profit too. Here I had recommended if there was a break to go first to TP 46K, and then only if we had a deviation. I said it in several videos. If you want, go and see it again. So to go short, but here there was no deviation, so no way the short was an option. Let's continue to talk about the OBV that I want to explain to you. So here, as we have seen, we saw a spike of breakout on the price, okay? The OBV, as you can see, had closed on the rise both on this trend line, where in one of my tweets I had said that if OBV1 had broken this trend line on the downside, let's open up a bit. If he hadn't broken me down this trend line here, I wouldn't have gone. I wasn't that bearish, so I was waiting for confirmations to position myself on one side or the other. Usually it has significant movements, especially on volume spec, like for instance on the bottoms, okay? This volume spec here usually indicates a temporary bottom. This volume spec here also indicates a temporary bottom. This volume spec here usually indicates a significant price drop that will occur, and so it was. So learn to study it. Obviously it will take a little time to understand it, but I assure you, use it only on the daily. Maybe 12 hours. But I recommend the daily, and especially on exchanges that have a lot of volume. So consider Coinbase and Binance. And here you can really observe the real selling pressure or the real buying pressure. Look here, so here the chart was obliging us. It rejected, there was a nice rejection, in fact, then it retraced here. It broke, okay, the price was trying to break upwards, but OBV didn't break. So at the peak, look, there has been another significant reject. Afterwards, it tried to break the price again. We had a bullish close, but it noticed something. The OBV didn't break upwards, it made a lower low. So what happened? It made a divergence and the price had the important drop was about 20%. Learn to use it like this to have a greater or lesser exposure on the charts. Okay, look, it will change the way you see, especially on your spot exposure. It will take some time, because you have to study it. And what I recommend you do is go back in time and compare it with the chart. What's the best strategy to learn it? So what did he do here? Look here, it broke upwards, okay? Here we had a bullish close, but with a bullish close of the BV on this too. On this peak, what did I say? I said I won't go short until I have a deviation. If he had given me a deviation, then if you had shut me down here again, I would definitely have gone short to catch the $40,000. I repeat, don't be influenced by all the other coins, especially those low caps. I suggest you advise Ethereum and Bitcoin to use it, like Ethereum. Here we had a significant spike, okay? But I noticed that we were always beneath this rival, so I didn't expect higher highs. In fact, then I was right. So these are the deviations I'm talking about. Here's an example. The deviation I was talking about was this one. Look at it on the daily. The significant deviation breakdown. You position yourselves on the retest. You can also take the 12 hours, okay? You position yourselves here on the retest, and we go short. These are the shorts you can make on a bullish trend or long on a bearish trend. Okay, here, for example, it flipped me. And I also said on Twitter, I said I buy spot, but I also said it here in several videos. I said I NTH will buy spot because I anticipate a future ETF and greater increases in futures. Well, if you followed me, it was a right strategy because you are in, I had already said profit when there was here, 2000 to 2000, 1800. I would have already bought in. I take advantage of the 25-30%, but I expect for the shorts a rise of at least 3,500 and 3,600. If there will be an ETF on it in the future, I also expect prices of $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, which I think will be quite inevitable. Let's analyze the OBV on Ethereum. We also saw a significant breakout here. Look, we saw on this candle. This candle here in correspondence to this candle. Look, right here. Exactly. Okay, this candle that it made closed up both the price that the OBV, so I would never have shorted again. Rather, I would have positioned long. In fact, I increased my position. So to summarize, OBV is mainly used on high volume coins, okay? Bitcoin, Ethereum, but you can also use it on other financial assets. But I always repeat with high volume, only on a daily or at most 12-hour time frame. Ignore all other weekly, 2-day, 3-day time frames. I assure you that it will change your way of operating, especially all will help you understand when to turn from one, when to expose or not expose yourself to the market. Bitcoin, a small analysis on Bitcoin. The price to watch on the weekly to keep are $44,000, $45,000, okay? A loss of this level on the weekly will make us bearish again to even go for $32,000. Okay, these are the ranges on the weekly are really simple to buy. So analyze these ranges, keep these ranges in mind on a weekly of Bitcoin, and then you move on the daily. I just wanted to point out one thing. Why would disclosure be important? Weekly. Now we are perfectly on golden pocket. Okay. We are on 0.618. This is an important level in my opinion. Golden poke at 0.6118. So if we have a weekly close below this level, it will be good. Okay, not bearish, but we will have retracements. A closure above this level will bring us, think, close to 0.75, so it is going to take us close to $56,000. What you need to do is go on lower time frames and escape it Bitcoin. If you want to position yourself short, why the heck do people go against the trend? Look at the world. What have I taught you? Look at the world range, okay? Precisely to let you understand how one always operates. 1, 2, okay. If I would position you short, the only thing to do is wait for a deviation beyond below position here, and we'll catch the world. That will make another deviation here at the bottom, will recover, and will go the new spike with another deviation. These are only the trades you can make for scalps. For the rest, I went long when it broke the range high and the OBV level. However, I simply ran away. What I did is move more on altcoin that I can recommend to take a look. I can advise you. There are so many. I positioned myself on Twitter on Pepe. I gave this level here. I said, let's enter on this box. 25%. This was a top entry indeed. It made me a lot of money. If you followed me, great. Follow me on Twitter. There's RSR that has made a nice deviation, so it's easy to get there. 003, but there are many interesting charts. SNX are always spot from this level. I expect a macro bullish trend. KSM also, analyze the chart. They are dead coins, but I expect the big move in the future. This one here, if we flip this level on the weekly again, okay, if it closes above 45, 46, I expect greater rises up to the level of 110. But be careful. I repeat, if there are many downward deviations, altcoin know that it's not the right time. But now what I like to see is Ethereum at $3,500, $3,600, altcoin following it a little bit. They follow him a bit, but my dream would be to see Bitcoin a little higher. Bitcoin dominance going to 58, 60 points, and then have a Bitcoin reject that falls heavily, move the money to Ethereum, and there start the Kizo that many are there. It's not said yet that it will happen, forget about dreams of glory, but honestly, keep printing daily. What I can advise you, I've been doing it for days, but I've always told you, follow me on Twitter because I give a lot there, many setups. In this video, I wanted to talk to you mainly about the OBV, and look, it's an important alpha. Follow it because it will change the way you operate. Hit the like button and comment what you want to see in the next video.